Welcome to another episode of Russell Realty Minute with your host, Evan Russell, where Evan shares his real-world real estate experience with you. If you like what you hear, please be sure to give him a quick review right here in iTunes. Thank you for listening.
COVID-19 has caused many urban dwellers to forego their big city lifestyle for the suburbs where there's more space. So as I sit here in Greater Boston, there are many people and there are many suburbs or little towns within the, Boston proper that are moving to the suburbs. So, for example, if I live in a town where a townhome may cost me $750,000 for 2 beds, 2 baths, I can take that $750,000, move to the suburbs, and get some land. So with the COVID restrictions and all the lockdowns that's happening within the cities, it seems that the city real estate market or the urban areas are taking a little bit of a hit, and the people are moving, to the suburbs, which is basically where I work. I work in a suburb north of Boston. Couple things to think about when you're doing that is, you can get more land, but if you work in the city or if you work in the urban area, you got to then factor in the commute. Now, there's a lot of different types of commuting. You commute on the bus, you could commute on the train, you could drive, you could carpool, however you get there. But if you work in the city or you work in an urban area and you move to the suburbs, the commute is a big deal, right? Going to Google Maps and mapping out your work to where your new potential home would be might say, 20 minutes. But that's probably 20 minutes in a perfect world. That's not 20 minutes with traffic. That's not 20 minutes in the snow. That's not 20 minutes on a stoplight road, right? That's 20 minutes perfect. So commuting is a big piece, and I think a lot of people miss that. They come to the suburbs and think, it's only 20 minutes to Cambridge or only 20 minutes to Somerville. Well, again, that's perfect world. So the quality of your commute, could change moving to the suburbs. Maybe in town, if you're coming from your urban house to your urban job, you're taking the train and you don't want to be on the train anymore. So you're willing to maybe get in your car and sit in your car a little longer because you don't have to deal with the germs and the dirt, quote unquote, dirtiness or put yourself at risk by hopping on the train, and you'd rather sit in your own car, listen to your own radio, or of course the Russell Realty Minute podcast while you're heading into work. Maybe that's a better use of your commuting time. So factoring the commuting time needs to be, consideration when moving to the suburbs, and then of course the quality of your commuting time to make sure that your commute is, as enjoyable as it can be, as hassle-free as it can be. Taking back roads with lots of stoplights may be a challenge. Taking back roads in the morning where you might catch behind a school bus might be a challenge. Jumping on the highway, going down 93, if you're in Greater Boston, you know what I'm talking about, going down 93 south to get to the city, that might be okay with you. It may be easy. It may not be, 65 miles an hour the whole way, but it's a direct shot versus maybe taking some back roads, some windy roads, some stoplight roads. So just consider, if you're coming from the urban area and you're moving into suburbia, you're moving into the burbs, that you do kind of consider how I'm going to get to work, how long it's going to take me, what will be the quality of my commute, how will my new transition to work to and from, which is probably going to be the better part of an hour and a half of your day, spending in the car or however you're getting there. So make sure that commute is a decent quality and you're going to enjoy it, something you can handle. So just a quick Russell Realty Minute on commuting. If you're coming from the suburban, if you're coming from Boston, Greater Boston, moving to suburbia, think about how you're going to get to and from work. Make sure it's enjoyable. Make sure that you understand what Google Maps really means, and check the roads to make sure you're not going to be caught behind some annoying school bus. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you guys next time.
This has been another Russell Realty Minute, brought to you by Evan Russell.